Welcome to the Sprinkles of Spirit podcast. I'm Lisa, and I am your host. With a lifelong passion for self-discovery, personal growth, and spirituality, I have realized the ability to transform our lives is a timeless gift that lies within each of us, waiting to be awakened. Join me in this space every Thursday as I share with you all of the powerful practices and tools that have helped me elevate my mind, body, and spirit, as I know they will do the same for you. Together, we'll unleash your potential through self-love, self-acceptance, and faith, empowering you to live an inspired life that radiates with authenticity, purpose, and unwavering joy. I am so grateful you are here. Remember, you are exactly where you are supposed to be, and you are loved beyond measure. Hello, my angels. Happy New Year again. Thank you for being here. Let's get into the present moment right away with each other by taking one cycle of breath. So wherever you are, please go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale out of your mouth, getting quiet for a moment. Soften everything as you breathe in through your nose. And then slowly open the eyes. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Happy New Year. Here we are, second week already of January 2024. Did you come up with your word? That was your little journal prompt last week. What is your word for 2024? If you didn't, today I believe this is airing on the first new moon of 2024 in Capricorn, which is my moon sign. Anyone else? Capricorn sun, moon, or rising out there? So I'm going to get into that a little bit. But first, what I wanted to kind of re-encourage you about is yoga. You know, I started the podcast as a yoga and meditation teacher and stayed consistent, you know, with showing up every week. And I want to tell you, one of the main, not reasons, or what helps me in my life the most, I have to tell you, is my meditation and yoga practice. It's going inward. And I know last week I spoke about, you know, needing to know where your arrow is pointing. And let me be the reminder this week to, first, we've got to point that arrow inward at ourselves and really know thyself, because it's when we get to know ourselves more through different avenues, different tools, different modalities, right? Different practices, different rituals. As we get to know ourselves better, that's where we really dive deep into the chamber of our heart and uncover that brilliant diamond that I talk about, your soul, right? And what falls away is all the hardness, the darkness, the negativity, the labels, the way we identify ourselves, you know, it all falls away. The layers, you know, shed. and you get to your capital H higher self. And that's where creativity is born. That's where we're able to connect to our higher power and receive divinely guided messages and action steps. You know when you know, because you know. It's only when that arrow is pointed inward first, and we take the time, however, whatever practice speaks to you, and stay with me on the path, because I share a lot of different ways, and as I bring people on here who are going to help you too, to go inward in different ways and to get to know yourself better, to ask questions that maybe you have never asked yourself before, and some of it's difficult. But how cool that this new moon is right in the beginning of the year, that cosmic clean slate that Mother Nature gives us. And we've got to go inward first. And let me give you just a few statistics, about yoga, how it can help you, to remind you, if you're brand new to this path, or you haven't tried, or maybe you've fallen off your yoga practice, let me be your reminder. It's going to help you sleep better. In 2019, there was a study in the Journal of Complementary Therapies in Medicine, and 85% of participants in a 3-month yoga program reported improvements in sleep quality. They fell asleep faster, and they had deeper sleep cycles. I know every day at work, I hear 4 words from all of us, from me and my coworkers. We say 4 words. I am so tired. And I'm trying not to say that. I'm trying to be conscious this year and not say it. But yoga does. I know when I'm consistent with my yoga and meditation practice, I always, sleep better. Depending on, maybe the energy around me or the energy of the moon. I'm very sensitive to it. But overall, I definitely sleep better because I have a consistent practice in taking care of my physical body, my emotional body, my mental body. It's so important. And for those of you who maybe suffer from some kind of chronic pain, chronic conditions like lower back pain, arthritis, maybe you have headaches, in 2020, in the Journal of Pain Research, they published a study that concluded yoga offers substantial benefits in managing pain associated with chronic conditions. Participants experienced a 50 to 70% reduction in pain intensity. And I'm always telling people around me, they're probably so sick of it, but I'm always telling people, you need to do yoga. You need to do yoga. You need to do your yoga. But it's so true. It's so true. And then, one of the most important benefits of course, is the improvements in your mood and the reduction in anxiety and your overall well-being. I mean, that is huge. Mental health is huge, right? It's what drives our whole life, our mood and our well-being, the way we feel, right? Who doesn't want to feel better in your mind and in your body and in your spirit? And a study done in 2021 in the International Journal of Yoga Therapy revealed that 75% of yoga practitioners reported improvements in their overall well-being, their mood, and their levels of anxiety were reduced. And then, I always tell people the sprinkles on top, the cherry on top is the yoga body. Yes, you're going to have enhanced flexibility and mobility, and you're going to increase the strength of your muscles, and yes, get in better shape. But I like to say that, those are just the cherries on top, the sprinkles on top. The other, benefits are so important, and it's going to help you just be a happier overall person, Yeah, I wanted to just encourage you again, as I always will to everyone around me. to get on the mat, do yoga. If not yoga, move your body this year. I'm ready to switch it up. I always kind of like have an app I belong to. Of course, I do my own personal practice, but I also like to challenge myself. So I've been taking a hot yoga class once a week. And then this year, as I am going on my count up, I call it. It's my count up to 50. It's so crazy. I'm ready to switch it up and challenge myself in a new way. And I think I'm going to sign up for Brooke Burke's app, the Burke Body app. Yeah. Talk about goals. Do you know her? I know I might be showing my age in following her, but she's so awesome. A positive role model for sure. And I think I'm going to switch it up, so you can do something like that, like find, a new app or a new program or a new gym or just a new fitness program that you connect with, something you're going to do on a consistent basis. That's really the most important thing, Okay, but more about the Capricorn new moon. So Capricorn, I am a Capricorn moon sign, and Capricorn loves order and efficiency. And if there's one thing that I know this is like, I'm feeling this energy so much right now. And I really do start the year out by clearing out the clutter. And Capricorn energy loves order and efficiency. And so this is a powerful time to declutter your physical space, your schedule, and your mind. So, and this means, release what is unproductive, what's not working for you, your habits, your thoughts, outdated thought patterns, what is not serving you in your life. Make this time, make space for new and better things in your life that you want to manifest. We've got to declutter. We've got to get rid of, the physical clutter around you. Literally take a peek. What does your home look like? Are you hanging on to just stuff that's just there? It feels so good I always have a couple bags in the beginning of the new year for donation, drop it off. It's such a good feeling. And then I also take a look at my schedule in my life. Where am I out of balance? What can I stop doing? What can I let go of? What can I shift? And then in my mind, I'm in a very busy cycle of life. I know, life is cycles just like nature. We're in the cycle of winter, and some of you might be in maybe a stagnant cycle, where things are just consistent, and you're not quite sure where your arrow is ready to point, but let it point inward and let it point at this time of month with this Capricorn new moon to give you the space and time to release and let go of, clear off that plate, right? The new moon is that cosmic clean slate. The plate is clean before you. So let's clear up our own physical space, and really pay attention to thought patterns that aren't serving you, relationships that aren't serving you, and whether you're in a cycle of stillness or maybe like me, it's a very busy time of my life. I'm coming, I'm going, I'm planning, I'm creating, I'm sharing, I'm connecting, I'm committing, right? I'm finishing planning my wedding. Like there's so much going on right now. And I know that's a cycle and it will change, right? So it's super important that I take the time, and I take advantage of the new moon every month to point that arrow inward, right? And kind of ask myself, what can I clear out? What can I clear out? How can I get more grounded, and let me also remind you, I would say the number one thing also with this new moon of the new year is to have patience. It's a new year, it's 2024. And I know, don't let the pressure of, the pressure even of coming up with your word, right? Did you come up with your new word, by the way? But don't let that be pressure, right? Have patience with yourself. Point the arrow inward, close your eyes, breathe, and then let your angels give you the answer. I'll tell you a little story. I did do I did a full moon. Was it the full moon? Yeah, it was the last full moon of 2023. I did my own little ritual. I lit a candle. I did my yoga. I meditated. I did a full, got all my card decks out. I pull cards. I ask questions, and it's so funny. I always journal. And then I put it away. And then I kind of look at it a day or two later. And I came up with my words, and my word for 2024 is connection and community, but it's connection, connecting with authenticity, deeper connection, building this community and connection with my loved ones and commitment and community, And I asked my angels, I was like, okay, can you just, confirm that for me? Can you give me a sign, confirm that connection, is my word, it's my main word, theme for the year. Well, I'll tell you, just ask and then let that go and have patience and it will come. So then sure enough, a few days later, I get on my mat. I decide to take a class on YouTube with one of my favorite yoga teachers who I found. And, she ended the class with telling us to focus on the word connection. And I went, oh, thank you. Thank you, my angels. There's my answer. There's my guidance. So you will receive the answer when you ask. But I want to, end this week's episode by reminding you to have patience. One of my favorite quotes from a Course in Miracles, right? Those who are certain of the outcome can wait and wait without anxiety. So yeah, don't have anxiety around this cleansing time, this new moon time. Breathe through it as you declutter everything in your life, and allow yourself to have a soft beginning, to have a soft and light beginning to 2024. It doesn't need to be heavy. It doesn't need to be stressful. It doesn't need to be I have to do this. Allow yourself to say, yes, I want this space and time to have a new moon ritual, or, ask the universe, ask God, please give me the time and space to declutter, and it'll come. It'll come. Have faith in that. Okay, so yeah, journal prompt for this week is, where in my life can I create more space? What can I let go of? How can I declutter my mind, my body, and my spirit? And that means, yes, your thoughts, maybe your body, your eating habits, or, bad habits physically that maybe you're doing. Maybe your posture is poor. Can you walk straighter, right? So yes, your mind, your body, and then your spirit, What can you let go of that you're holding on to? Maybe it's the energy of unforgiveness, right? Or resentment or regret. Check in. What can you declutter? Okay, and then I want to read to you the card that I picked from the Power of Surrender card deck by Judith Orloff. Is Surrender to Passion. And it says, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So there it is. And the only way to get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. And what does that mean? That means what lights you up, what gets you excited, you know? What gives you passion, you know? The only way to connect to that shining diamond within the chamber of your heart, which is that flame shining bright inside the diamond, that is your soul, that is you, that is what you're meant to create, is by pointing that arrow inward. It's the only way. It's the only way. And it's consistency. It's not just one time. It's not just one time. This is a lifelong practice, and it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. It's awesome. You know, the self-love, self-discovery journey is never ending, and it will transform your life, and it will help you feel healthier, get happier, and transform your life and manifest your goals, you know? And I'm taking you on this journey with me, this journey of connection this year. I'm going to grow and build this community. You're coming along with me as I share my passions, you know, and channel my inner Oprah here on the Sprinkles of Spirit podcast. You know, it is what lights me up, you know? I could talk about this stuff for hours and hours and hours. And yeah, your message is to get out of your head. And this card is a woman. She has a mask on, and there's this flame burning in her heart center. And what does that mean? Peeling back the layers, you know, closing those eyes, getting rid of the ego identity, and connecting to your true, capital H, higher self, your soul, your spirit. Get quiet with yourself this week. Make time for a new moon meditation. If you haven't practiced with me on Insight Timer, do the self-love. I really encourage you to do the self-love meditation on Insight Timer with me, and then do a journal practice. Actually use this new moon to do it. It's really a powerful way for you to let go and begin the new year with the energy of feeling inspired, focused, you know, and excited about a new year while feeling grounded. Yeah, the link is in the show notes, you know. So thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for each one of you, you know, and be sure to follow this podcast and share it, you know, share it with a friend or a family member, or, you know, share it with someone who you know will benefit from coming along with me on a journey of self-discovery and timeless transformation. Timeless. It is never too late. Remember, never too late to transform your mind, body, and spirit. So thank you. Until next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste.